Alrighty, what you have here, it's 1974, I'm 13 or 14, I hadn't had my movie camera very long, and we used to hang out in this place that we called the Sump. It was this giant drainage area, about the size of 2 city blocks, up behind the west side of Ocean Street there in Torrance, California. And we decided to go down there and make a monster movie. We had never made a monster movie before, we had no makeup, but we had no ability to do anything. And so we tried to make this movie twice. With horrible results. We're really young here. We didn't have a script. We were just kind of make stuff up as we went along. We were just mostly just screwing around in the field. Yeah, written by nobody. We just made it up as we went along. That's exactly right. So we're in this place we used to call the Sump. I don't even know if it's still there. It was a giant drainage area. They were worried there was going to be floods or something. So they made this huge 2-block deep hole where water could fill up if there was giant rains or whatever. The problem was there was never any flooding ever. So this 2-block area just sat here, and we used to go in there and play in it. It was just a big drainage hole. We called it the Sump, and I don't know who started that, but that's what we called it. So we'd go, hey, let's go hang out in the Sump. Okay. So we'd go down here and hang out and play, run around. And in this case, make a couple of bad movies. We tried to make this movie twice, so you're about to see the first 2 attempts. There was one other one, but it's so awful. There was actually 3 versions, but I'm not going to show you the other one because it was just worse. And I promised myself nobody would ever see these movies, but yeah, what can you do? Here we go. This is our first attempt to make the sewer creature. So here's this kid, just a kid, played by me. He's hanging out down in the Sump, and he's going to go into this drainage pipe all by himself for no reason on a day after school. A short time later, something bad happens in the pipe, and he comes back. Okay, we didn't have any monster makeup, so this is just sheets that we tore up and spray painted with some green and tied it on my head with a trash bag. But that's supposed to be a monster. That's just awful. Here comes a couple of my friends, Daryl Davidson and Kirk Clements. Daryl's going to push Kirk Clements down the hill, and then he's going to run away. Kirk is going to stand up and see that there's a weird sheet-headed monster thing, and he's going to run away. And the sheet-headed monster with normal human arms is going to chase after him. Now, this is awesome. This is one of my favorite parts of this movie. He turns into a dummy here so I can throw him off the cliff, but his arm, the dummy, catches on the barbed wire fence. And let's see that again in slow motion. The dummy arm catches on the barbed wire fence behind my head, and when I go to throw it off the cliff, it just snaps backwards. That's awesome. All right, so let's get back to it. Now I'm going to throw the dummy off. Okay, I throw the dummy off the cliff for real, but Daryl Davidson sees that his friend's in trouble. Well, actually, he's dead. He'll run up. Oh, no, he's dead. But the monster now grabs a boulder and he throws it at him. Misses, of course, and Daryl's going to run away in slow motion. Meanwhile, later on, he comes back with his friend, who is, while the sewer creature is getting something to drink from the sewer water. Ew. Anyway, his friend is Kirk Clements again, but we didn't want it to be Kirk Clements because he's supposed to be dead, so we put a motorcycle helmet on him. So now it's some other kid, but no, it's still Kirk Clements, and they have the Cobalt Electrocharger, 10,000 volts. I don't even know what that means. But they put the leads in the water, and they're going to electrocute the water. Boom. I don't know how they knew they needed an electrocharger, and I don't know how the monster caught up so fast. But anyway, they run inside the pipe, and I'm going to slip and cut my arm. And there'll be blood in the water there, but, whatever. Now, Daryl's going to try to save his other friend, who's dead, but the monster comes after him, and the dummy's still lying there. And the mask is falling off my head, so we had to cut, and the mask is falling off my head again. So now I'm just going to hide down behind the ice plant there. Okay, just hide down there. Good. And now we rip off the dummy head, and now this is supposed to be Daryl, but he's wearing a different shirt, and I'm going to try to ram him down on some rebar, and it wouldn't go through. So we didn't know what to do, so the monster just leaves, and the movie's over. Okay, there you go. And that's it. All right, we didn't like that because the monster mask was stupid, so we're going to go back and try to do it again because we had a friend that had this little half-rubber monster mask. So here I am again, sewer creature again, still have human arms. Now I got a regular monster mask face, and I'm hiding. Now this time, Daryl Davidson's actually shooting most of this. It's Bruce Diamond falling down the hill and Kirk Clements tripping it. Oh, really eating it. Bruce gets up, same thing as the first movie. He's going to run away, and the monster's going to come after him. Still me, this time with a monster mask on, but human arms and hands. Same thing, we're going to run along the top up here, and Bruce is going to turn to the same dummy, which we found lying there a couple days later when we came back. We'd left that dummy there, and it was still there. So I throw the same dummy off the cliff, but it didn't go far enough. So the monster has to come down and throw it even farther. Okay, good. And perfect. But now it's Bruce again, different shirt. And, he's not quite dead. Oh, he's going to... Okay, now he's dead. Now the monster hasn't killed him enough, and he falls down. He's going to grab a boulder, the one I threw the other day from the first movie, and hit him in the head. Ugh. Now he's really dead. Kirk Clements is running off to get help. And meanwhile, while he's getting help, my little brother and his friend Mike Newrider show up, and everybody goes in that tube. Don't go in there. It's bad. And they instantly come running back out. And Mike Newrider's going to get captured by me, the monster. And Neil's going to run off and get help. But Mike Newrider's in a lot of trouble now. And the monster's going to beat the crap out of him inside the tube. Okay. So my little brother went and got help. This is Bruce. Came back with Kirk Clements again. Isn't Bruce dead? Well, now he has I guess he's alive again. Here we are with this scene again. The monster drinking sewer water. All right. Seen it, done. Well, there's this. You can see how big the sump is from that shot. Anyway, so now Bruce, who's suddenly alive again. I don't know how he figured that one out. He's just alive again. And he's got the Cobalt electrocharger, 10,000 volts again. And there's my little brother and Kirk Clements. And they're going to put the leads in the water like the last time we did this movie. And apparently we just had a lot of fun and just wanted to do it again. All right. Or try to make it better, but it's still terrible. And so they're going to electrify the water just like last time. A little better stunt this time. The monster gets blown backwards. But he's okay. And now you know what's coming. The big chase scene. So here comes the monster running through the sump. That's how big the sump was. You can see it in the background. Pretty big place for drainage and flooding that never happened. So now the monster's chasing everybody up to this cliff thing again at the top of the sump, the drainage ditch thing. The first kid in trouble is Mike Newrider, who already died once, and now for some reason he's just alive again. And now he's the same dummy that it's the same dummy over and over off the cliff, and now Mike Newrider is dead for the second time. Now Bruce Diamond, who's already died once, he gets thrown off a cliff, and he's going to die. And I don't know why Kirk Clements is falling down the hill too, but he is. And now Bruce is dead. And now my brother comes up, hits me in the back, and I do my cool buffo stunt down the hill, and the monster's dead. That movie made... There's Daryl Davison. He shot most of it. All right, now we're just done. This movie, neither one of them made any sense at all. People are dead, then they're alive again. I don't even know if we noticed that when we were making it. We were just running around in this field, having a good time. So anyway, really bad movie making from a really long time ago. Actually sort of fun for me to see this again. It's been way too long, and now it's over, and it should never be watched again.